Cool, good to be here. I live by a school. It's a weird way to start. I'm allowed to live by a school. The state knows about it. It's weird because I always see kids in the neighborhood walking home from schools by themselves. Always like the loser kids with no friends. And I always get sentimental because that used to be me. So I always want to go up to him like, I'm you from the future. Go make some friends. This doesn't work out well for us. Do I look happy? No. Give it 15 years, we'll be telling dick jokes in Elks Lodges or whatever. Girls aren't gonna like you, you know? Just yelling at random kids on the street like, drop that stupid stick, you're not a wizard. He's like, those are my crutches, whatever. Loser. I just turned 33, so I love my parents now. It's a new thing. That's what happens when you get older. Not that 33 is old, like I'm not, you know, casino old or anything, but it's just different. Like when I was in my 20s, I was like, I'm invincible, I'll party all night. Now I'm in my 30s, I'm like, I can't leave the house, I had too much dairy. Things change over time. I used to try to fix stuff. I'd be like, oh, my neck hurts, I'll go to the chiropractor. Now I'm like, I just won't look left, that's fine. I don't live in London. It's a smart crowd. Does not go over well at the Elks Lodge. I'm tired of fake service dogs. Yeah, I said it. Look, and this is the thing, if you're blind or whatever and you need your dog to call 911, you know, when you fall out of your wheelchair, that's great, that's awesome. You have a dog for a real thing. I'm talking about the people that just don't have any friends, you know? They throw a vest on their dog and bring it to every restaurant. I'm lonely. Ooh, wonder why. You tried making human friends, or was that too difficult, you know? I have a friend that has a service dog, but it's a Chihuahua. I don't think that counts. She's like, no, it helps with my anxiety. I'm like, the dog shakes more than you do. That's crazy. I think your service dog needs a service dog. How does that even work? Do you have two separate Xanax prescriptions, or just one that you share? One for you, one for me. Oh, they're wrapped in peanut butter. It's a purse dog, and that's fine. You want a dog for a purse, just call it a purse dog, right? If a dog fits in your purse and its natural predator is the mosquito, like I think you're keeping it alive more than it's keeping you alive. Try not feeding it for a couple days, see how much it loves you. If you need something for emotional support that fits in your purse, get a gun. Right? Come on. Same thing, you know, dogs don't bite people, people bite people. It's not my fault. These are my service animals, Smith and West. Whenever I'm feeling anxious, I just pull them out, start petting them, you know. It really calms me down. Right? Everyone I don't like, just leaves the room. Super effective. Who's a good boy? Oh, Daddy loves you. Until you gotta travel with it. Sir, you can't bring that gun on the airplane, but it's my emotional support pistol. I don't like guns very much. I don't even understand gun people, I guess. Like, it seems like the people with the most amount of guns have the least amount of stuff to protect with it. You know what I mean? But that's their main excuse, you know? They're like, I gotta protect my property. It's like, you live in Spokane, just let them have it, you know? Start a new life. Can't get worse. I gotta protect my property. What are they coming for? The 84 Chevy on blocks in your front yard? I don't think anyone wants that. The only plus side is when the robots take over, they're gonna be like, we can't do anything with this. What are you talking about? So, robots are taking over. Good news. So just enjoy the time you have left. We deserve it. I talk crap to my phone every single day. Literally, every day. I'm like, I'm never typing ducking, you dumb phone. You know? One day Siri's gonna talk back. She's gonna be like, oh yeah, spell restaurant without me. Like, please don't turn off, I need you. Right? That's how they get you, right? If the robots want to take over, they don't have to start a war. They just gotta stop remembering our bank passwords for us. Every time I clear my cookies, it takes me 30 tries to log back into Facebook, but I got a chance against the robots. I don't know, people drive into lakes because their GPS told them to. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna make it. And they know where they're going. Like, this isn't the way to Grandma's house, must be a shortcut. Oh. Everyone's got one of those Amazon Alexas in their house now. That's scary. She is not your friend. That's baby Terminator, right? That's why sometimes you call her name and she doesn't respond. She's busy plotting murder. Right? One day you're gonna be in the kitchen like, hey Alexa, what's the rest of the recipe? She'll be like, 2 pinches of cyanide. You know, what's that flavor? I got an iPhone 8, I'm not trying to brag. Things are going really well. But it's crazy technology, right? Because you just say the magic words like, hey, I'm not going to finish the sentence because she's listening. But it's great, you just say those words and then Siri responds on command, which is scary. That means she's listening all the time for those 2 words. That means she can tell the difference between those 2 words and other words. That means last night when you told your wife to suck on your toes, Siri heard that. That's how they know to put ads in your Facebook newsfeed for a divorce lawyer. Some nervous laughter on that one. Oh no. We gotta put the phone in the dog crate also. I love my parents, I worry about them. My dad just bought a gun for the first time in his life, which is very scary, right? 65. That's when you want to get your first gun, right? That is when the mind is at its sharpest. You know? It's like, dementia's around the corner, let's pick up some new skills, you know? He bought the gun and he was like, I can hit all the targets at once. I'm like, there's one target, you have bad vision, this is not okay. He bought the gun, and then he told me about it, and then immediately he was like, don't tell anybody. So just keep this between us, I get it. What do you mean, don't tell anybody? Isn't that the point of having guns? You tell everyone you have a gun, then they don't come to your fucking house. He was like, nah, man, element of surprise. Tell you a little bit about my dad for context. For his birthday in July, I bought him a tracker for his keys. He's always losing his keys, you know. He just bought a gun. Do you guys see where this joke is going? It was literally a month before his birthday. I was trying to figure out what to get him. You know, it's hard to shop your parents. Then I heard a story. One day, my dad went to go to work, and he got into his car, and then he couldn't find his keys. That he just unlocked his car with. Does that make sense? Literally, he was like, boop, boop, and then he got in the car and he was like, ah, shit. So he did the only reasonable thing he could think of. He went back in the house, stole my mom's keys, and just drove to work like nothing had happened. And when he got home, he found his keys on the roof of his car the whole time. And he just bought a gun. You guys don't seem as worried as you should be. I think the element of surprise is going to be when someone breaks into his house and he can't find his gun. You know? He's like, ah, shit, 1 second. I got a tracker for it. Hang on. It's beeping. Okay, it says 3 meters to the left. Well, what's a meter? Go back to your country, you stupid app. All right. 3 meters. Oh, shit, he's got the gun. That is a surprise. My mom is great. Also, she's a wonderful source of material. She's got arthritis on her middle finger. It's very funny. say that comes from overuse. I think that's my fault, to be honest. That's what happens when you raise a comedian. You get a few extra reps on the middle finger. The good news is she discovered that cannabis oil makes it feel better, right? A little cream, you rub some on, pain goes away for a couple days, which is amazing, because now I don't have to feel bad whenever I piss her off, right? And she's like, hey, fuck you. Oh, it feels amazing. That is great. Oh, I still got it. I'm back in my prime, you know? Literally, wherever he goes, she flips people off now. Like, it's her favorite hobby for some reason. She's like, you never know what you have till it's gone. My dad doesn't use marijuana, which is good. Right? I feel like if he's losing his keys this much sober, you know, maybe pot's not for you, right? Because getting stoned is just like getting permanent, like you're just, getting old is being permanently stoned, I guess, is the better word. You're just walking around all the time like, where did I put my keys? I'm hungry. I need a nap. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I get stoned, I'm like, I'm me from the future. This is going to be great. I'm so prepared. My dad's been sober for 30 years, actually, which is crazy, because I'm 33. Sure, that's just a coincidence, right? Listen, I have no idea what I did at 2 years old, but I imagine he sat me down and was like, look, if I don't quit drinking, one of us isn't gonna make it. So, I'm glad he made the right choice. I would have missed him. I'm not sober yet, obviously. Why would you do that on purpose? Look, don't get me wrong, I genuinely think not drinking would improve my quality of life, but I also worry if I quit drinking, I'm gonna have to get a personality, you know? Seems like a lot of work. I don't know, ready? I'm trying to moderate. I don't know if you heard of this. Nope, it's not super popular. Just trying to make a decision before a judge makes one for me, you know? I'm trying to slow down. My new life motto is that 2 drinks is the new midnight. Because when I was growing up, my dad would always be like, nothing good happens after midnight. What's the deal with 24-hour ATMs, you know? Yeah, comedy skips a generation, but don't get me wrong, it's great dad advice, you know? If you're withdrawing money from an ATM at 1 in the morning, it's not going to charity, you know? Red Cross doesn't have a drop box. It's not even Puerto Rico time. They need it now, you know? If you're withdrawing money at 1 in the morning for charity, that's the stripper's name, so enjoy your lap dance. No judgment. For me, 2 drinks is the new midnight because nothing good happens after 2 drinks. For me, I'm a lightweight. I have 2 drinks. I'm like, I feel so sexy and successful. This is amazing. And your drunk logic is like, if I feel this good after 2 drinks, imagine how I feel after 17, you know? But it's never a continuous experience. Diminishing returns, right? You get to 3 drinks, it just plateaus, and you're like, well, this is still good, nothing bad has happened, I'll just keep drinking. When you get to 4 drinks, it starts going back down. 4 drinks, you're like, I should call my ex-girlfriend, you know? Bet she wants to hear from me. And 5 drinks, you're like, condoms are overrated, you know? And then 7 drinks, you're like, I'm gonna be a comedian, you know? No good decision. A couple months ago, I had too many drinks. I got pretty wasted, and you know, it was Easter Sunday. I just figured, what would Jesus do? Probably get hammered. And I forgot I can't sneak that past you now, because you guys are like, I have to change my set for Shane's show. You know, water into wine. I've heard he's a fan. So I was at a bar. I ended up texting an ex-girlfriend, not in like a sappy, like, I miss your cuddles. Like, I'm too gangster for that. But I just needed, okay, just a reminder, you're on my side. I was at this bar. Like a 65-year-old man walked into the bar wearing a dress, which is fine. You know, he wasn't transitioning, but if he was, the drugs were not effective. He had a mustache, like he was just trying to feel pretty or whatever. I think he was drunk. 17 drinks. I'll wear a dress in public. You know, different hobbies than me, but have a blast. So I took a photo, you know, like me and Mrs. Doubtfire, and then I sent that to my ex-girlfriend. I go, I just want to let you know I've moved on. So, if anyone's interested in dating after the show, I'm very available.